Isle Delfino is one of the most beautiful places I've ever been to. However, it's also one of the worst vacation spots I've ever been to. Yeah, it is beautiful. You know, the air, the trees, the clear water. But it's all ruined by whatever these things are. They're just lazy, selfish people. As I arrived on the island, I noticed that it was pretty dirty. That and the shine gate powered by the shine sprites wasn't working because the shine sprites themselves were gone. They said that if the island was clean, they would come back. I thought it wasn't a big deal and that they were gonna clean it later, but they just stood there bitching about it. Short time afterwards, more people arrived at the island, one of them being Mario. Then these fat people got pissed off and said that he was the one who sprayed graffiti all over the island. So they marched right over and arrested him. And why people didn't notice that other guy with the paintbrush, I'll never know. So Mario's arrested. So I thought I'd be a good person and help him out.
Behold this sketch of the perpetrator based on eyewitness descriptions. The truth is obvious. The guilty party sits among us. It is none other than Mario.
Objection!
Overruled!
What? Wait a minute, I didn't get my point across.
I judge the defendant guilty as charged.
What? But he's innocent.
I hereby order the defendant to clean this entire island.
He hasn't even arrived at the island when it started
Until
getting
Isle
dirty.
Delfino is completely free of his vile handiwork, Mario shall not be allowed
There
to
are
leave.
witnesses who saw him arrive at the airstrip.
Court adjourned.
Stupid bitch!
Yeah, I'm not a lawyer. Now Mario's on probation and he has to clean the island. And while he was cleaning up the plaza, the Shadow Mario from earlier shows up. And he takes the princess and runs off with her. And as before, nobody notices that there are two Marios at the same spot.
Hey Earl, look at this. Two Marios.
Yeah, you're right, Jeff. Hey! You two quit slacking off! Get back to work! Flawless justice system.
So later on, I went to one of the beaches of the island. I saw this big-ass caterpillar sleeping on top of a monument, and everyone on the beach wants it to move, so they call in Mario to do the job. No idea why they don't just wake it up themselves and tell it to move, but whatever. So they gave Mario the instructions and he did his job. What I saw afterwards was not too pretty. It died. Why the fuck did they do that? It was just sleeping up there. They didn't have to kill it. Come to think of it, they made Mario hurt a lot of things that were just mind their own business. Yeah, I know they took a big shit all over the island, but they didn't have to die because of it. I wonder how Mario must feel. I mean, they're forcing him to clean up the island, and now they're forcing him to kill animals. Unbelievable, man. No respect for anything. No respect at all.
Hey, mister, can you help me? My family is very poor, and I have...
Get the fuck out of my face! No respect at all. Oh look, the caterpillar's alive and he's all pissed off. I can only imagine why. It was sand the whole time. What the fuck? I went to the island theme park where I saw Mario chase after that shadow guy. And then this big ass robot showed up. And from looking at it, you could probably guess who's behind all this. So after Mario takes out the robot, the shadow guy reveals himself and then runs off with the princess. And again, nobody fucking notices! So at the end of the day, I decided to check into a hotel. Problem is, there was no hotel. They said that something called a manta storm swallowed it up. So they call Mario over to tell him what happened. What the fuck is that? First that sand caterpillar and now this thing. With all these weird things happening in the island right now, I started thinking, is this island alive somehow? Is this island punishing these people? I mean, they did so many bad things, and maybe the island gods are upset. Or maybe I'm thinking too much into this. I knew it! The island is punishing these people! It's making them pay for their sins, and we have to suffer because of it! Shortly afterwards, the water went back to normal. And all of the shine sprites were back. So I guess nothing bad's gonna happen anymore. You know what? I'm not even surprised at this point. I was just about to say fuck it and leave. But then I saw something that might just change my luck around. So I played around with the brush for a little while. I found out that you can bury stuff inside the paint, which explains why so many weird things kept popping out of the ground whenever Mario cleaned up the paint. I also had a theory that whoever holds the brush can move the items themselves. I wanted to make sure of this, so I had a kid test it out for me.
Hey! Clean that shit up.
With what? There, you happy? What was that all about? Was that an earthquake?
Nope, it wasn't.
Hey, Earl, look at this. The fruits are bouncing around and shit. They ain't supposed to do that, are they?
Yeah, you're right, Jeff. Hey! Hey! You fruits quit slacking off! Get back to doing nothing!
That one was. It's part of the many plagues of this island. But this is a sign of great things to come.
Hey! This eye looks a little bit dusty, don't you think? Here, let me help you clean this mess up. Hey, Earl, look. A giant robot destroying the island.
Yeah, you're right, Jeff. Hey! You giant dump, you see, quit slacking!